Hi guys, this is another video on Snowflake. The subject of today is Snowflake event table. So let's start. This is a tutorial for get started with logging and tracing table. You have all the reference here. So for the logs and the traces, logs and traces are records of event and activity that occur within an application or a system. So we have some requirements related to this subject for the troubleshooting, for the monitoring, for the auditing, for analytics, and all kinds of activity and operation. Here we have the Snowflake tables. We have many types, and the focus today is the event tables, which is used to log message and trace. The event table is a special type of Snowflake table within several differences compared to a standard table. We have a set of predefined columns. It is used only for tracking, logging, and tracing data, and you can have only one active event table per account. It is used for tracing and logging audit information. Here we have the logging level and the trace level: trace, debug, info, warning, error, and fatal. And for the trace, we have off if it is not enabled, and we have always our on event. Then we have the usage. It could be via a user-defined function or user-defined table function or stored procedure or via a native app. And it is a most important portion because when you have a shared native application, the consumer and the provider can use event table to share the log and see if there is any issue and act according to the required content. So here we have the event table predefined columns. This is all the predefined columns. Operation on event table, it is like other table with the show event, describe, drop, undrop, truncate, delete, and alter. Here we have the workflow. So we need to create an event table, assign the event table to an account. We have only one per account to be enabled. We capture logs and messages using language native API. Then we query the event table and we can create alert and notification. So here there is an example. We create the event table, assign it to the account. Then we use a native API to capture events or logs. And finally, we query the event table. Here we can create notification that search if any condition is satisfied in the event table and notify by email, for example, with an integration notification. Here we capture logs event with native logging API and libraries. Today I will use JavaScript, Python, and Snowflake scripting as example in the demo. So here we have SQL logging for system $log for the trace, debug, and all the trace level. Here to emit a log message via JavaScript, I created this procedure and I executed the call and I find the result here in the event tables. Here another example for SQL procedure. Here another example for Python user-defined function. And here another example for the trace using add event and some attributes. We can query the event table using star from event table, or you can parse also the record attributes. It is parsed from JSON to be exposed as native columns. Our use case here, we need to log bed records into event table and email notification. So the use case here, we have a JSON file and we have two bed records, and we try to copy onto command usage to populate the table. And if there is some bed records, they will be directed to the event table. So here we do the setup, we create the event table, we set the event table to the account, we set the logging level, and we create the row table with variant just to populate it from a JSON file. And then we have this function, it is a table function that return a table, so it will be used just to parse the JSON file and populate the target table. Then here we sorry, here we have the t-row table that contain the record from the JSON, and then after the call here for the table function, we have this content. We have only 4 row, and we have 2 bed or dirty data record. We can also join the event table to information schema and see the content if we need, for example, the query text and the query ID. Here I put the example that we have 2 records, 2 bed records in the JSON table, and this is the dirty data. Finally, we need to create a notification using this syntax, and we will receive some emails. The notification will be scheduled here in 10 minutes or whatever interval you want. And here my email account, I received the content here, warning cost info. Here we have my email and warning cost info. So let's start the demo. So here we have the setup. The event table is already created. It is assigned to the account. I only need to just truncate it. There is no record in the event table. So here the table is created. I don't have any data, I think. This table with variant type. I can truncate it. This table will be used for the logging test. So let's we need to create this procedure. Sorry for the cursor. This is my proc, and this procedure will here, as you can see, it is Snowflake log info. It is JavaScript type, and here we have the setup for the log level, and we just do a call. I will do a pause because it could take till 2 minutes to be populated. It is not in real time. So as you can see here that the procedure myproc here is logging the message. Here the log level is info and data has been proceeded. You have this information that we do as a test. We can also use this query just to parse the content, and we will see all the related here, the database ID, database name, executed to the name of the procedure, the type, the owner, the query ID, and the warehouse. We have here the record, we have the severity is info, and this is the value. So now we will test the SQL procedure. We already tested the JavaScript, and we just try to set the log level, and do a call to my proc SQL. So here it's okay, and we need just to query the table, and it could take 1 or 2 minutes. I pause and so as you can see here, we have the event table. It is procedure, and this is my procedure with the arguments. It is a count, and the language here, it is not JavaScript now, it is SQL, and we have the severity, and the result here we have returning table. Here we sys and log, we have the message returning table, so it's okay. So next we will test a Python procedure. This is the Python procedure. We set the log level. We do a call to a function. Sorry, it is a function, it is not procedure. And here, after the call, the result is here. So we have the record here. The name is tutorial logger. This is the name. And we have the severity is info. And the value, it is logging from Python trace data. This is the info, so it is okay. So it's perfect. Let's continue. So now we need to use the Python telemetry trace. We create the procedure. Here we set an event and some attributes. So we alter the session, the trace, sorry, for the on event, and we do a call for the function. And here we have the result. So we have this is generated 3 records. So we have the scope, this tutorial and name global. We have log and span event, and name event with attributes, and we have here the both key value 1 and value 2, as you see here. So here for the trace, and here the message logging from telemetry data. So that's perfect. As you can see, I used JavaScript, SQL, and Python, and here for the trace we used the telemetry package. So now we have a use case that will be an example to check that we have the opportunity to log bad records when we ingest data in the event table. So here I have my stage, I create the table, I create file format, and I did a copy into. So here my row table contain this content. So I have six records. I have this function that will populate data, JSON data as variant from the row table to parse the JSON table. So we need just to create the function. If we need to display this function, okay, we set the log level. Here I will drop the JSON and I will create only the structure where 1 equal to 2 just to avoid the data. Here I check, see the content of the row, and this is the content of the parsed JSON should be so it should be empty. So now we need to call set first the log level for the function, and then we need just to inject the data using a call to this table function. So for the row table, we will have 6 records, and sorry, for the row table, would have 6 records. And for the parse JSON table, we should have only 4 records because we will have 2 bed records. So we need just to check the log. In the event table, here I using the custom pool, and you can see here that we have 2 records, and you will see that it is warning and error processing JSON data, and we have also here the customer ID, and we have the attributes as this is the customer ID, and this is the 2 attributes. So we have the EMT attributes and customer ID, and here we have the event table contain this bed data. So now we can also create any, we can also get the query ID here, for example, by joining the event table with the query history by user, for example. You can have the all other information to debug our code or find the solution to the issue. Now we create a notification integration for using my email. I need to validate my email, and this code will check if there is for cost info, just to limit the content of the event table logs to this function. And if it is okay, it will be notified. So I create the notification. Then I will create an alert. After that, I need to resume the alert. I think it is scheduled each 3 minutes. So I will pause the video and then come back just to see the email notification. So now we will check the integration history, notification history. So we'll see that we have at least 1 row. So here the stored procedure, my alert, and this is the message, and this is success. And we can also use the alert history. As you can see here, that we have some event records to check, and then do a call to system send email to the recipient and the message. So now I just want to see that here we have in my email I already received an email from Snowflake warning customer, and it could be the text that I put in the alert. So here I for the some JSON record during check my event table for more details, and this is text that I used for the alert. So as you can see, the event table is very helpful, and mainly it in the scope of sharing application between consumer and provider to share some details if there is any issue, and put an action plan. And it is also used for the data quality function metrics, I think, and to troubleshoot and log any event trace or log message. So thank you very much for watching, and hope see you in other video. Have a nice day.